there's quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. He can't get him down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Charles, as the Falcons come back out here on offense, you've got to help me process their 2019 season. One thing for sure, fair to say that they were a second-half team, as in second half of the season, because this club started 1-7, 6-game losing streak, weeks 3 through 8. The talk about Dan Quinn maybe being let go, and maybe it was a team that needed to bottom out and get a high draft pick, but then a funny thing happened. They started to win.
Yeah, maybe I should get a cardigan, get a pipe.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me check.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Ryan to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Laird, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now again, right side, Laird. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to look deep down the field. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Ryan. This complete to Jones. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st down, Laird. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fitzpatrick, and his throw here is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. No gain there in the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Hearns brings it in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking, they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. Jones has it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 44 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Jones.
CCK.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One,
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another deep. It's a penalty.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Here's Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, Laird. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
They're not ready for this.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And he's got it to Hearns. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. Laird. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Completes it to Hearns. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He steps out of bounds. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 74 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers?
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intent. Target, but it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Laird.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again. Continue.
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Jones has it. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly caught. Just with that lead here in the second half. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan, complete to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Again, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. They'll keep it on the ground. Laird, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. This is caught by Hearns. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking... And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jack Crawford coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Fitzpatrick finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. On first down, Laird. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, Laird, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on 4th down if they go for it. Can the crowd help them one more time?
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And here now come the Falcons. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And it's 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now Schaub. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, defensively, they had to be aware and ready for the fake in that situation. We were surprised they were lining up for the field goal. Didn't matter. They still got it.
I know the goalposts are painted, you know, that fluorescent color, but you almost needed that thing the golfers use, right?
The rangefinder.
Yeah, the rangefinder to find out what the distance really was. Yet they still were able to execute the fake and pick it up. That was a big-time play there.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.